Sound is a vibration of air particles. The pinna, part of the outer ear, captures these vibrations and funnels them into the ear canal. As the vibrations travel through the ear canal, the canal's natural resonance boosts their intensity and directs them toward the tympanic membrane, commonly referred to as the eardrum. The eardrum converts the air vibrations into mechanical energy, transmitting it to the malleus, the first of 3 tiny bones in the middle ear called ossicles. The malleus passes these vibrations to the incus and then to the stapes. Together, the ossicles amplify the vibrations before delivering them to the inner ear, specifically through a membrane called the oval window. Beyond the oval window lies the cochlea, a fluid-filled, snail-shaped structure. Inside, 3 fluid-filled chambers surround a structure called the basilar membrane. This membrane is tonotopically organized, meaning different areas respond to different frequencies of sound. The base responds to high frequencies, up to 20,000 Hz, and the apex responds to low frequencies, down to 20 Hz. These sound vibrations create a wave of fluid inside the cochlea, which in turn moves the basilar membrane. Sitting atop this membrane is the organ of Corti, which contains 2 types of sensory cells: 3 rows of outer hair cells and 1 row of inner hair cells. The outer hair cells are responsible for providing additional vibration to favorable sounds like speech and music, and restricts vibration to unfavorable sounds like background noise. Once the outer hair cells have enhanced the vibration of sound enough, the inner hair cells are able to receive these vibrations and convert them into neural impulses. These neural impulses travel up the auditory nerve and through a series of complex neural pathways to the auditory cortex in both hemispheres of the brain. It is the auditory cortex that interprets these neural impulses, which is how we perceive sound. Most hearing losses occur when the outer hair cells deteriorate due to age, noise exposure, chemical exposure, head trauma, or genetics. As a result, the natural vibrations of sound may not be strong enough to trigger the inner hair cells to generate neural impulses. Hearing aids help by externally amplifying sound at the precise frequency ranges where an individual has hearing loss. This amplified sound combines with natural sound entering the ear canal, which increases the vibration of the tympanic membrane. This enhanced vibration travels through the ossicles and enters the cochlea. Once the inner hair cells receive these amplified vibrations of sound, despite missing or damaged outer hair cells, they are once again able to create neural impulses that travel up the auditory nerve to the brain, effectively restoring hearing.